Welcome to Damage Noted, which is my show. I'm Giovanni Spezzacatena, also known as Rabideye. This show is on till the end of December 2021. My background is in animation and in graphic design, but also have done a lot of motion graphics and web design and have taught as well. My education goes back to Montreal, where I went to college and then university, and I gained an MFA in film animation. Also, I taught there for a couple of years. I moved on to Seattle, where I taught full-time at the Art Institute of Seattle, where I taught interactive arts and design and also flash animation. I've always painted and drawn and made little cartoons and flip books and such since I was probably 7 or 8 years old. I really started focusing on painting in about 1999. I started investigating what I liked, which tended to be the traditional Japanese aesthetic of wabi-sabi, which is basically an outcome of Zen Buddhism and in traditional culture, the visual philosophy is grounded in Zen. Using materials that will typically be natural and also be very much worked upon. So texture and color are very much my concerns. My work has tended to be on wood, cradled wood panels they're called, and I will often gouge into them as well. I'm using copper and iron patina. It's almost like a pigment that you can paint on, and successive layers. I've dealt with collage for many years. My work is always engaged with natural shapes and textures. My materials tend to be natural ones to minimize environmental impacts, such as wood, copper, beeswax, rust, and copper patinas. Will also be accompanied by natural pigments like walnut-based ink and also conventional acrylics and watercolor paints, though often applied in a diluted form. I will also use unusual products like cyanotype on wood or paper to create, for example, deep blues. Aesthetic also often includes repurposing items like driftwood, string, bits of text ripped from discarded books, or leaves, and plant life, images from discarded magazines, hardware elements, which all indirectly point to the environment and human effects on it. My ultimate goal is to produce a visual harmony and the atmosphere that can range from calm to contemplative to even violent, but in unusual ways through the use of shapes, pattern, color, materials, texture, and collage elements to make the viewer think. One of my most used tools in production is a single blade razor, which I use to gouge, smooth, scrape, etch, or apply paint or other materials or paper. Resulting marks are maybe reminiscent of machinery producing wearing into materials over time. So what I would say would be to approach my work with an open mind and try to spend a little bit of time with the pieces, and they're there to really be sat with a little bit. They will change, as any artwork will, but more pronounced here because of the textures. They'll change a lot with the lighting and the way you look at them. If you would like to inquire about owning some of these pieces for your own, please reach out to me at rabideye.com. I hope you enjoy the show.